The questioner has asked that one is conceptually convinced that it is self-conflict that one tries to escape through sex, but I find that it is just a mental answer and does not resolve anything. The moment I step out in the world, I am constantly magnetized by the pull of the opposite sex. I start taking pleasure out of it and crave for it. This is momentary, but still continues throughout the day and sometimes even in the dreams. How does one deal with this? To deal with a problem, first of all, there must be a problem. The man is charming. How is that a problem? The woman is beautiful and attractive. How is that a problem? How is that a problem? The flower is aromatic. Nature is so very seductive. Are these problems? Please go into the real problem. You are saying that you step out and you look at the opposite sex and you feel attracted and you are calling it a problem. You find somebody's face beautiful and it is a problem for you. Would you rather have ugly faces around you? If beauty is a problem, then surely the solution is ugliness. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Does the problem not lie in one's incapacity to respond to beauty? Or does the problem lie in beauty? Does the problem not lie in one's failure in realizing true beauty? Or does the problem lie in beauty? If the beautiful flower is a problem, crush it. Is that what you want to do? We do not know how to deal with beauty, because to deal with beauty you must know how to deal with God, how to deal with yourself, because God, the self, is the only source of all beauty. Had you known how to deal with the most beautiful one, you would have also known how to deal with all else that is beautiful. Had you known what real beauty is, you would also known what real response to beauty is like. It is no sin to be attracted, but be attracted towards something real. Being attracted to truth is called love. Or would you rather strangulate the attraction itself? That is a bad solution to an imagined problem. Man is beautiful, so is woman. When you look at the opposite sex, don't just look and shy away. Look closely, look clearly, have the guts, go close. Find a woman attractive, why don't you go close and talk to her? Now here, your morality, your shyness, your protection, your ego, they all become a barrier. You would rather keep thinking about her, fantasizing about her, than actually healthily approaching her. What is sinful about going close to a beautiful child? Don't you just extend your hand and touch its cheek? Don't you do that? There is no sin involved in that, because you don't mean any harm. You don't mean to own or possess. You don't mean to violate. In fact, you are offering your respect. In fact, you are taking care. You are acting with responsibility. You are not doing anything that the child would perceive as a violation of its space. And if you know that the child is not liking your approach, you would respect the response of the child. Similarly, if you like a man or a woman, go talk. Go talk with full respect for his or her sovereignty. But if one lives in grandiose ideas about himself, he would not want to risk those ideas being tested. If your self-concept is that you are a handsome hunk, and you go to a lady and she snubs you away, then your idea stands shattered. Instead of risking and testing your self-concept, you rather decide to stay away. Go to her, your response would tell you something about yourself. In fact, sexual attraction is such a deep tendency that it can reveal that to you which can otherwise not be consciously known. Your sexual attractions would tell you a lot about your ego. Don't hide them. Don't suppress them. Don't make a problem out of beauty or sexual attraction or pull of any kind. If something pulls you, it deserves to be known. And often the pull would mitigate when you go close to the object that pulls you. Because often we are attracted just to falseness from a distance. Falseness attracts only from a distance. If you want to test that attraction, go close. If it is the false that was attracting you, the attraction would diminish the closer you go. And if it was the truth that attracted you, the attraction would keep magnifying as you go closer. In either case, the only way is closeness. Go close. Figure out, find out. By avoiding contact, you are only letting your ego continue and fester. And if you discover that 9 out of 10 times the object that attracts you is false, it loses its pull and shine upon close inspection, then that would be a lesson for you. Then it would be difficult for you to be attracted the 11th time. You would know what these attractions are. You would know they attract from a distance, and you go close and you discover that what appeared as beauty is not really beautiful. There is a lot of makeup. It's mostly cosmetic. But to discover something as cosmetic, you first need to touch it. You first need to inquire. Don't you? And if that which pulled you was valuable and real, then isn't it good fortune that you went close? In either case, go close. Attractions are not at all a problem. Not at all a problem. Life is a series of movements, and every movement is a thing going towards or away from something else. So, if attractions are a problem, then life and its movements too become a problem. Do you want to turn life into a problem by calling attractions a problem? If there is no attraction, then where is the flow of Prakriti? You see how the butterfly is attracted to the flower? Do you see that? Do you see how the kids of animals are attracted to their mothers? Do you see how you are attracted to the face, to the eyes, to the body of a beloved? Do you see how the tidal waves are attracted to the moon? Do you see that? That is life. There is nothing wrong or sinful about it. The only sin lies in non-contact. The only sin is the compulsive tendency of self-preservation. If I go close to the other, I might be at risk. So, I would rather not go close to the other. When you suppress your attractions for long, they become irresistible explosions. Then you explode like a bombshell. That is neurotic. That causes harm to you, and that is a violation of the other. Have healthy relationships. If you like somebody's voice, there is no harm in expressing your like. If you like somebody's body, there is no distaste in communicating it. Obviously, it has to be communicated with respect. Obviously, you cannot intend to be hurtful. Are you getting it? A lot of this psychotic attraction will diminish once you start channelizing your energy. Every woman attracts you because you go close to no woman. Go close to a few women, then very few women will attract you. Those who have gone close to women know that. Have 2 or 3 affairs and then you will be protected from next 20 or 30. Those who don't have any love affairs feel like having a love affair with every woman they see. Even if attraction is a trap, to avoid that trap, fall in that trap a few times. But you won't go close, you won't touch, you would say, I am the witness. You are not witnessing, you are participating with your eyes, with your mind, with your imaginations, with your dreams, with your hands. And this is such a sick participation. Why whisper when you can talk aloud? Why dream of her when you can meet her? Meet her and be free of her. Dream of her and remain forever bonded. By going close, you will be able to reject a lot that is false. The falseness of the false is exposed only upon careful inquiry, and inquiry requires closeness. And when you are able to reject the false, then the truth comes upon you. If you are not able to reject the false, then the false and the true are both just the same for you. The punishment for not having a girlfriend is that you will keep fantasizing about girls. Does that not happen? Who are the ones who always keep salivating? The singles. And you meet someone who is in a relationship. He won't want to look at girls or boys for that matter. He would say, one is more than enough. Can't handle one who wants 2, 3 or 6. Don't ogle from afar. She too might be fantasizing about you. The mind is the same. Go, approach, talk. Often the desire to talk would have vaporized by the time you come close to her. I was talking to someone yesterday. It was a meet the master thing. It was a very long discussion, more than 3 hours. a fellow from California. So the same stuff, finances, wife, kids problems. In the flow of things I asked, how is your sex life? How is your sex life? He said it was great before marriage. These are the exact words. Once you come close, the fantasy is gone. Gone. Start living together and you would find that sex and all such urges have actually diminished. Maintain a mental separation and only the other circulates in your thoughts. Real brahmacharya lies in coming close to Brahm. And Brahm is the far and the wide, this thing and everything. Really know what a man or a woman is, and then see what happens to your perpetual sexual urge. Really know. Knowing sanctifies everything. The urge then would not be that of a depraved monster. Even if you have sex after that, it would have a different quality, a different fragrance. Mostly the quality of our sexual encounters is that of rape, exploitation. Kabir has put it very poignantly. There is a beautiful couplet of which the first line I will remember in a few minutes probably, but the second line is so telling. He says, Kami nar kutta sada chhai ritu 12 maas. He says every animal in the universe has only its designated period of mating. Some mate in the winters, some mate in the summers, some mate only in the rainy season. Dogs mate only in their designated months. But Kami nar kutta sada chhai ritu 12 maas. Man is the only creature that fucks the entire year round. That is the quality of our sex. We never have enough because we do not know what we are doing. Saints have also been in sexual license. Prophets have also had wives. They have also given birth sometimes. But theirs is a sanctified sex. They don't rape. They don't consume. When they touch the other, even sexually, that is a healing touch. when you are in the truth, when you are not afraid, then every action of yours is a healing action. Then every breath of yours cures the entire world, because you yourself are cured now. You yourself are a healed entity now. Whatever you do is a step in healing. Even your sex heals your partner. And there is another sex that just hurts and bleeds the partner. You must ask yourself, what do you do? Heal or bleed? Being attracted towards the opposite sex is not a problem, but bleeding anybody is a problem. And you violate the other, you are violent towards the other only when, first of all, you have been violent towards yourself. The ego is the fundamental violence towards yourself and the world. Don't be shy of women. Don't take women as a problem. Instead, learn what it means to be a man. When you would know what it means to be a man, then you would also know how to live with women. Till you are not a man, women will always remain a problem to you. And vice versa. Because the questioner is a man, hence I have answered from that point. Avoidance and suppression serves no purpose. Rather, avoidance and suppression serve only the purpose of the suppressed self. Is that clear?